Hey guys, so I'm back with another video, and today it is going to be a short bookish review, as you can probably tell from the title. And I kind of tried making myself look more Laura Jean-ish, because the book I'm going to be discussing today, if you haven't realized, is To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. And Laura's kind of this girl that's just like naturally pretty, it seems, but she always wears these like interesting like outfits, and she always seems to be the type to like always like look nice and everything. And so I tried doing that. This book is about this girl named Laura Jean, and she writes these letters to boys that she's been in love with and or have loved in the past, and suddenly they get sent out to these guys, and in order to save her butt, she ends up being in this relationship with this guy, and it isn't a real relationship, it's a fake relationship. And so it's this book that tells people about what she's written and this relationship that she's in that's fake. Now, this book was so hyped up by everybody, and I really don't understand the hype. I rated this 3 out of 5 stars, and while it was good, it wasn't really like my cup of tea. I enjoyed it for some parts, and other parts I was not too happy with it. I didn't really enjoy Jenny Han's writing. It seemed a bit mediocre and intermediate when coming through writing. She's tried too hard to write like a teenager and everything like that. There's one part where Chris, her like best friend, is like, oh my god, she's such a biatch, and that's literally how it like sounded in my brain and how it was processed. Seeing that on the page wasn't something that I enjoyed. I didn't like seeing that. I was like, man, that author's trying way too hard, and I know she's trying to put personality into this character, but it's just like, I don't want to see that. It seems too massy blockish, and if any of you guys have read The Clique, you understand why I'm saying that. For overall, the characters, Margot seemed to really annoy me. She was way too controlling, and she seemed way too clingy for a lot of things. She liked to have her foot in everything. Laura Jean seemed way too prissy and way too girly. She also seemed like one of those girls that just didn't know what to do with life. And then there's Kitty, the little sister, and she just seemed like this huge brat. Like, nobody really taught her how to have manners sometimes. I don't know. And then Peter just seemed like this guy that's all douchey and stuff in front of his friends, and then he's completely different. Like, he seemed two-faced. Josh was one of the few characters that I actually really liked. He wasn't different, but what happened towards the end of the book with him and another character really bothered me. That just made everything way too over the top. This book is filled with much unneeded drama, and yes, it's a young adult book about this girl whose love letters get sent to guys, but there's way too much drama that really shouldn't be here. It was so annoying at times, and I read through it, and it started off horrible, and I thought this was going to be a book that I was going to get 3/4 of the way through, and I was going to be like, I can't finish this. But I ended up finishing it. It was a fast read, and I could have finished it in one sitting, but I wanted to sleep instead and then finish it later today. I just didn't like this book, and I mean, I liked it, I just didn't like how things were played out. I'm definitely going to read the second book so I can see what happens with Laura Jean, but there wasn't many things that I fully liked about this book. Yeah, the plot was very interesting. It's not something I've necessarily read before, but I think the author could have gone about it in a different way. I was really upset because I was actually really excited for this book, and it was something that I wasn't able to get that excited over, like, when I was fully reading it. It didn't fit the description and fit the hype that everybody was putting into it. So sorry if you guys love this book, but I wasn't too fond of it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I'm kind of in that middle stage of neutrality with this book. I'm like Switzerland, but I wasn't too fond of it. If you read this book or have any comments or opinions of them, please leave those in the comments down below. Also, if you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It would definitely mean a lot. I will leave a link to this book's Goodreads page down below. Also, I'll leave a link to my written review for this book in the description as well. If you'd like to be my friend on any of the social media sites, you can find that in the description box as well. I have most of the social media: Twitter, Facebook page, Instagram, Goodreads. I think there's Snapchat, I'm not sure, but you can find those in the description as well. So until next time, bye!